Hi everyone, John here, and I've just been stung on the lip by a bee. I caught a couple of swarms, one 3 weeks ago, the other one 6 weeks ago. My bottom lip was right out here. I had a Periton and put some ice on it about an hour ago, and it's gone right down now, so I'm able to talk again, but it's quite funny. And anyway, I thought I'd take you all up there and have a look at the farm about these two swarms, because one is quite defensive, the other one is fine. I'd like you to all see the difference in what you can get when you get a swarm, and it's quite interesting. So, well, I haven't been up there yet, but I know that it's going to be interesting. So here we go together. Let's have a look at these two swarms and see the difference in them. One 6 weeks ago, one 3 weeks ago. We'll go to the 6-week-old one first. Ready? Look at that. I can talk. This is the 6-week-old swarm. Put a super on that one. 6 weeks ago I got that. And this one is the one from 3 weeks ago. This is the defensive one, I believe. But I haven't really opened it up properly, but we will now and have a look and see how defensive it is. I've got Lynn with me to spot the queen. Hey Lynn, you going to spot the queen?
Hope so.
And if I can't talk properly because of my lips swollen up, you can do the talking for me. So we'll open this one up first. Here we go. Got my smoker. A little bit of smoke. I've got pine needles in there. You can see that they really smoke nicely, pine needles. See the smoke coming out of there. It's nice and cool. Pine needles. I'll use that as a stand then. We'll have a look what's happening in the super. See if they're putting anything in it. It's only 6 weeks. So, right then, have a look here, look together. And see what we can see. Look, this is a swarm. And they've drawn that out, look, in the super. That's the 4th frame in, all drawn out. And this has got, I would say, 20% full of nectar, that one. This one's got a bit of weight to it. It's all drawn out, look. And it's probably got a pound of nectar in there. So this is a swarm 6 weeks old, and you're going to get a super of honey off of this season. It's just amazing. You can see it's all drawn out. We'll have a look in the bottom box and see how that is. Every frame is drawn out, look, nicely. So this is a good swarm, and you can see that the bees are not all coming out at me.
No, they seem quite placid, don't they?
Lynn? They're just milling around on the top. They're not trying to attack me. So this one's okay. That's all drawn out too, as you can see. So actually,
they're really busy doing their job, aren't they?
They are, Lynn, and they only got 4 frames out of this whole super that's not drawn out by the looks. Look, even that right at the front. That one as well, all drawn out. So that's 4 frames not drawn out of a whole super. I'll put this on there now, this lid. I'll put that lid onto there like that, look. Watch them bees there. We don't get them off of there. Now put that cover board back, that just protects the honey a little bit. We'll take this off now and pop it on that lid at an angle like that. All them bees under there are quite safe there. We'll get these bees off of here, Lynn, shall we? Right, we'll have a look here, Lynn, see what's going on in here, shall we? I'm going to take this straight off and put this is the half brood. I'll put this over here on a lid. Right, so we've got to the main brood box here. On the board. Well, that's got nectar in that one. That's in the main brood box here now. The full brood box. It's got a little bit of cat brood round this side, and it's got cat brood there, look. It's only the start. This is just the start of the pattern of eggs. It'll obviously get bigger than that as we work through. That's not bad. Right, there's eggs in there. If you look at that pattern there, look. There's a few round here that are capped, and they are about to emerge in the next few days. All the ones here that have emerged already, the queens relaid eggs in every one of them cells, so that's quite good. That's it, Lynn, like that. Lynn's just holding the frame for me, and I'm going to zoom in and see if I can get a picture of eggs in there. That's about as close as I can get in, I think. A bit straighter, Lynn, a little bit, that's it. It's full of eggs, that is. I don't know if we can see in there, but Lynn's holding it still. I'm moving the camera about.
Back in?
That's it then, okay. What, wouldn't it? There, look, there's a nice pattern of brood. So it's definitely doing quite well, this queen, for 6 weeks. The whole,
it's doing amazing, isn't it?
It is, Lynn, isn't it?
Yeah.
The whole box is full up by the looks. I'm doing it really carefully with my fingers. Now, I'm not squashing any bees with my fingers, I'm going slowly, and that is all, a lot of that in there is worker brood, but there is also some drone brood just over here in this area here. Might better see the queen, then we'll have a look together. Of course, we've got another half a box full of bees as well as on top of this. I'll have a look in a minute. So for 6 weeks, that is completely full of brood that is, and I'm going to have a look at the brood now just to make sure that it's all in good condition. It is nice, a nice colour, Lynn. Look at, I don't know if you can make it out, the brood, but it's about 3 days old, some of that. It's nice and white. And this side as well, we've got brood both sides of this frame, all about 3 days old, I would say, the brood. There's quite a nice.
Whoop.
Oh,
Whoop.
that's what you've got to be careful of when. That's quite good to see that, really, because this is one they've drawn out themselves. I haven't put any foundation in there, so we have to be careful of that. I didn't realise that was completely unwaxed at the bottom. Normally the bees just join it at the bottom a little bit and a bit at the sides, but they haven't done anything to this one. So they've drawn all that out themselves. I haven't put any wax in there for them for that. And they made a nice job, but I nearly messed it up for them. That's my fault. So when you've got when you've got a frame that hasn't had wired foundation in it, you have to just move it like that when you're looking at it and not tip it onto its side. So look, it's a really lovely thick carpet of cat brood on there, and this side it's got some drone brood as well, along near the bottom here. Just along there, some drone brood. I'll put that back before I have to break it, Lily. You should really join that a little bit to the edge. That's a better one. Well, it's a foundation in this one. That's actually full of brood, that is. Both sides full of brood or larvae in all stages there. We haven't found the queen, have we, Lynn? Haven't seen it. It was quite big, wasn't it, this queen? How's that for a frame of cat brood? Not bad, eh? Seems alright. This queen's doing very well, isn't it?
Yeah. This was Queen Jasmine.
Queen Jasmine, oh yes, this is Queen Jasmine. So I forgot about that. Now this one's normally a pollen frame. See what's in here, Lynn? Yeah, well, there's loads of pollen in there. I don't know if the camera will make that out, but that has got stacks of pollen in it. And this side has got loads of pollen. So that's a good pollen frame. They normally put that by the entrance. There's the bees come in with all the pollen. They put it on that first frame there like that. Next block back now, so I've got to get all them off of there. And put that on there now, drag them bees back what's there. To see whether there's anything nice going on in here. So if you do it all nice and gently like that, don't disturb them too much. Look, all this is all packed out, you need a frame in there. This one needed a frame in it. See if the queen's on here, which is not, Lynn, look. Not in there. In the car there's another one of these frames
Yeah.
in the back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this out of here. Right, I failed to put a frame in there. That's a beekeeping error. So there was a bit of wax down there. I had to clear that off. And there's a lot of bees here now. And also I've taken off four frames of honey because it's honey bound at this end. I've got to give them more room for laying eggs, whereas they're going to swarm again after 6 weeks. So, you know, we've got to get all this off of here. There's no room in this hive for the queen. So that's got rid of 4 frames of honey, so that that'll give the queen some room to lay now, and I'll replace them with some new foundation. We're looking for the queen still then, aren't we? Can we find the queen? We probably won't because there's too many bees in here after 6 weeks. No wonder this swarm, this hive. This is one of them ones you're always going to have trouble with swarming because it's going to grow so quick. Now, if you was a new beekeeper, you could easily panic with all these amount of bees, you know. It's a bit daunting sometimes. We can't see the queen, but can you really?
No.
Just put the frames nice and gentle like that and they should be okay. Another full one there, Lynn. Right, there's a massive amount of bees in this box. It's going to end up swarming again. This is so. I've took 4 honey frames out of here, and I've put some new foundation in there, and there, to give the queen and the colony room to lay some more eggs. And I'll have to put another super on, or another 2 supers, to stop this from swarming, because it's only 6 weeks, but it's going to go again if I'm not careful. That's quite a productive hive, isn't it, Lynn?
Yeah, it certainly is. You wouldn't think that when you got it off the tree.
No, 6 weeks ago. Now look at it. It's overflowing.
Yeah.
I probably might even put a brood box on top of this for a honey super with a queen excluder to give them loads of room, because I can say that this hive is going to get loads of honey. We'll get the bees off here now, put the queen excluder back. Right, so we didn't squash any bees there. You can see I've got them all off, but it's very easy to squash a bee, so you've got to just be a bit careful like that if you can. We'll put the honey super back now. We'll have a look in this now, the swarm we caught 3 weeks ago. I did put a feeder on that and it's empty. put the crown board to one side. See what's going on in here. We need to find the queen because we want to mark her, don't we, Lynn? If we do find her, that is. This is 3 weeks ago, this one. Right. We'll have a look in here together, see what's happening. But this is where I've had the feeder on here. They often build the cone up just there where you've had the feeder. These are the ones that are really quite defensive. And I can see them actually running off the frame. You watch, see how they go. Oh, there's loads of black pollen there, look Lynn.
Oh, yeah.
That's poppy, isn't it?
Is it?
I think that's off of poppies.
Yeah, it must be, mustn't
poppy
it?
pollen.
There's a lot of poppies about at the moment.
There we are, look, all black pollen from poppies. Look at that. So they've drawn out that. Where's my smoker then?
I'm hiding it.
I want a little bit because there's a dead bee there somehow. That's got caught obviously when we put it in the box. Right, we're looking for the queen now, Lynn, and see if they're aggressive. They're not building up like the other one, but oh look, there's a queen in here, isn't there? Because look at that, it's cat brood. Look for the queen then. I can't see them there. Actually, do you know, these don't seem quite as bad now. They're not quite so aggressive, are they, Lynn, or defensive?
In the other hive.
Maybe it was the other one that stung me.
Yeah, which is still buzzing round me now.
I think that's from the other hive. You?
Quite like it is.
Well, we're looking for the queen, are we, Lynn? There's a whole frame of brood on there, look, in all stages, that one. This one's actually, this swarm has got a complete frame of cat brood there. So, there's the queen, Lynn.
Better find her in some out, shall we?
I reckon it'll be on the next 1 or 2 frames, don't you? Either that one or that one, because they've probably got eggs in here. Not on there, Lynn. Is it?
No.
It'd be nice if we could find it. It's got a lot of odd cones in here because we put super frames in this one. That one's sorting out, that one really.
You need to hold the frame.
Yeah.
I've lost her.
Yeah, Lynn's found her on this frame. This is a super frame, and the bees have drawn it down. This one's changing. Right, Lynn managed to find the queen. It was on there, wasn't it, Lynn?
Yep.
I don't know if we caught that on the camera, but we've got her in here now, and so I'll be able to mark her. It's quite a dark queen actually, but we'll mark her now in the queen in this cage.
Do you want me to put this back?
Not just yet, I'll put her on there in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Because this is a swarm, we don't know what year it is, so we'll mark it with a white dot. Wait for her to turn over. Just wait for this queen to turn over. It will turn over in a minute. We've got her now. Right there. You get her like that. Just now on her thorax. That's it. She's marked white now. I'm going to leave this now for about 5 minutes to dry, and she'll be looked after and they won't rub it off then. So there's the queen in there, you can see. Hopefully. What big? There she is. Leave her to dry now.
A little bit sticky on.
Right, so what we've done then, haven't we? We've put some new frames in here, two new frames there, and so they got some more room to grow here, so they should be fine now. They got room at the back as well here, and there should be room for them to grow. So the queen's nicely marked there now, and they don't seem quite so aggressive as we thought, or defensive, do they, Liv?
No.
They're not so defensive as we thought they were. So now we're going to put the queen back in there now. Normally I shake it into my hands, but my hands are a bit sticky with honey. So I'm just going to try and take this off of here now. There's the queen, look. You see? You should see her run in now.
Off she goes.
None the worse for wear, Lynn.
Right.
I'll give you that, Lynn.
Thank you. Oh,
Did you get stung?
no. Just a buzz. Obviously have my hand on them.
Right, I'll put the lid back now. We'll just get the bees off of here. So this is 3 weeks of 3 weeks of a swarm, this one, Lynn, isn't it? So swarms are not bad. We've tidied it all up. All the frames are together, so it shouldn't be too bad now. I should draw that out nicely, okay, everything. Just make sure I don't get one of these. Draw them in like that. Hi everyone, here we are, the next day this is, and my lip's gone down, so putting the ice on it, didn't I, Lynn? Ice pack, and the Periton works. So what I think happened was, the first hive we went to, it was that one that stung me. I only went past after we was feeding the horses, wasn't we? And I just went round to sweep in front with the broom, and as I walked in front of it, it stung me on the lip. So I guess it was the Queen, what was that? Jasmine, isn't it? Yeah, Queen Jasmine is what the hive that stung me on the lip. So we thought we would do the honey taste test, because those 4 frames of honey I took off, we extracted last night, and there it is this morning for breakfast. So we can have some of this, and there's no cheating, we've got to tell you exactly what it tastes like. Look at that. Alan, you can do yours and I'll do mine. And we're not allowed to cheat, we've got to tell you exactly what it tastes like. It's very thick, isn't it?
It's quite syrupy.
Really nice, look at that.
Right, here we go.
Ready? Beautiful, isn't it?
First of the year always tastes absolutely perfect.
It's got no bitter honey sort of, that bitter, sometimes you can get a honey taste that's sort of strong. This is really delicate with loads of flavour. It's so lovely. And you know, this honey has come from a swarm 6 weeks ago, and here we are having pounds of honey with our breakfast, so it's really quite good.
Oh, that it could always happen this way.
What mistakes did we make? First of all,
You got stung.
Yeah, got stung. That's the first one. Yeah, second one, didn't put a frame in one of the supers, so at the end, so they built out comb. That was a mistake. Third mistake was I had a super frame in a brood box, and they drew out wiggly comb. So I had to just cut that out, and I'll stick a new frame in it, so you can fix that, no problem. So really lovely, and the coffee's nicely in. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see them all on the next episode. Ta-da, everyone. See ya.